What's up, Mazda Help here, and today we have a very big video for you guys. I'm going to be showing you, I guess, how to jack your car up, how to take off your wheel, how to adjust your coilovers, how to pull your fenders, and yeah, that's basically it. So I'm already lowered a lot, so I had to drive my car up on some bricks just so I can fit the stock jack underneath, and I'm going to use my big jack, and I'm going to use the stock jack as like a support because I don't have jack stands. Tools you'll need are probably 2 jacks if you're lowering your coils more, tire iron, whatever those things are, those wrenches for adjusting your coilovers, and some magazines, and either a heat gun or a pretty hot hair dryer. I don't have access to a heat gun at the moment. So yeah, I will see you guys once I'm ready to jack up the car. Okay, so now if you're using the stock jack here, what you're going to do is you're going to place it on this, you're going to see this little thing on the frame here, this thing right here, and you're just going to place, you're going to lift the stock jack until it's on, until it's like on here like that, and then just going to want to lift that up until you can fit the big jack underneath. Forgot to mention is you just want to loosen all your lug nuts before you go and jack up your car, else you'll have to redo all the steps. So there's that, sorry. Okay, so I have my stock jack that has lifted up my car enough so this big main jack can fit underneath it. Let's make sure it's lined up correctly, and go ahead and start lifting your car up. And there we go. Now, for just safety precautions, since I don't have jack stands, I'm just going to lift my stock jack up to support in case this one fails. Okay, so now that I got the wheel off, this is what the inside of the fender looks like here. I went ahead, and when I went lower, what I had to do is I had to take out all my fender liner. And how you do that is you have 2 screws here. There's going to be one here. There's going to be one up in here. There's going to be one in the back here. And I think there's going to be another one right here. And then you take all those out and you just pull out the fender liner. It takes 2 seconds. Now, the reason why I have a hammer with me is, see, in order for me to go lower, I have this little thing that's caught on the bottom of my coilover, so I have to beat that out of the way with a hammer. So in order to do that, I have to actually raise my car a little bit, which would just require some turning of this handle here. Alright, so what you're going to do, you're going to get your wrench, put it on the top ring first, and just turn it to the right. And once I get it lifted enough, guys, I will get back to you. Guys, I just took this bolt off the 5/8 socket wrench, and then I'm just going to pull that out, and I'm just going to take the brake line out of the connector here, and I'm just gonna have to put the bolt back on and throw this piece away so I can drop it a little lower. That's back on. I mean, this isn't really gonna go anywhere, but you know, it's whatever. It's gonna sit there fine. It's not gonna drag and hit my wheel, hopefully. Actually, that's not even my brake line. That's my ABS sensor. So I mean, it's just a sensor. I don't give a fuck. I already have enough Christmas tree lights on as it is. Okay, so now you want to lower it. You're going to grab the wrench by the bottom and twist to the left. I believe I had 9 more to go, and I'm going to bring it down to 5, and I'll have to do the same on the other side. But once I lower it to 5, then I'll put the wheel back on and show you guys how to sorry if my camera falls, it's hard to do both, but once I lower it down to 5 rings, I'll put the wheel back on. I'll show you guys how to pull the fenders because I'll definitely need to. Okay, see you in a sec. Once you're at your suggested ride height, to tighten everything back up for the bottom one, you want to make that like you're raising it, and the top one you want to make it as you're lowering it. And then you just tighten it down by pushing them together. And sorry about the noise, but now that's not going anywhere. I can put the wheel back on and then roll my fenders out a little bit. Now that the wheel is back on, what you want to do is you want to slowly lower this jack onto the smaller one. I didn't do it slowly, but thankfully the other jack caught it. And you're going to pull that jack out. Okay. Now, this part's pretty exciting. You want to take your hair dryer or heat gun, and you just want to heat the fender up. I think you don't want to do this for a couple of minutes so you don't, scratch or chip your paint when you pull these fenders out. You want to heat up here on the top. Get down low like this. And I'll get back to you guys after about 3 minutes of this, after we heat them up. The heat gun will take less time because I'm using the hairdryer. After you heat it for longer, so it'll be hotter. Fenders heated up, you want to shove some magazines in there for mainly where you're going to want to pull your fender out. And then, then you take this, the smaller jack that the car's on, and just, I don't have the little spinny thing, so I have to use this. It kind of sucks, but you just want to switch hands. You just got to slowly lower the car down so that the magazines start pulling out on the fender. As you can see, they're already starting to work. And you get it down to a certain point where you think the magazines are stuck. Mine aren't quite stuck yet. And you just want to keep going. Keep going. Now they're starting to get stuck. Then you just want to tug on it. That's not coming out. You just want to heat it up some more. Heat it up some more. Keep heating it. You want to do that for about a minute, 30 seconds. And I'm not really going to stay there for a minute and 30 to do it properly. But once you do that, and you just want to keep lowering it. Keep lowering it, and it's just going to pull those fenders out. See, mine just popped right here because it's pulling it out. So what that means, I just got to heat it up some more. And I'm just going to leave it like this. That's giving me a lot more clearance for these tires. And heat all over. Alright, I'll be right back as soon as I'm done, guys. So you just keep doing that step and keep adding more books if you want to go wider. And I'll be right back with the finished result. Guys, I have a nice 2 fingers. Now, keep in mind, it's still on that, so it will go a lot lower once the springs settle. But as you can see, I have nice clearance all the way around my wheel. Now, this is going to help if you only need, like ½ an inch of pulling. But if you need to pull more, I would actually suggest getting them rolled by a professional. But this is just a quick how-to at home. Once I do the other side, I'll show you what everything looks like with lowered and all that sweet stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. This has been Mazda Help here with a few tutorials for you guys. Peace out.